Have you ever heard of a city so mysterious that even Google Maps is like, yeah, I'm not going there? Welcome to Biringan. Before we dive in, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss more strange story deep dives. So, Biringan City. It's a place in the Philippines that people swear exists, but nobody can actually find. Think of it like the Beyonce of ghost cities. Everyone talks about it, but it only appears when it feels like it. The legend says Biringan is an invisible city hidden somewhere in Samar. Locals describe it as glowing, modern, and way ahead of our tech, like if Apple designed a civilization and then set it to airplane mode forever. But here's the creepy twist. The citizens of Biringan aren't humans. They're said to be Encanto, shape-shifting spirit beings who look flawless enough to make Instagram filters cry. Stories usually start the same way. Someone is traveling at night, gets lost, meets a friendly stranger who looks suspiciously perfect, and suddenly they're standing in a city shining brighter than Times Square. Then, boom, they wake up back on a dirt road like they just got kicked out of a supernatural VIP section. Zero souvenirs, not even a keychain. Mang Elias was the kind of farmer who could walk through his fields with his eyes closed and still know exactly where every coconut tree stood. But one late afternoon, after chasing a runaway goat deeper into the jungle than he ever had before, he realized something unsettling. He had no idea where he was. The forest felt different, quieter. Even the goat stopped bleeding, as if it suddenly remembered an appointment somewhere far away. Elias tried to retrace his steps, but the trees looked too similar, the paths too twisted. The sun dipped fast, and before he knew it, darkness pooled between the branches. Then he saw it, a glow, soft, golden, warm, leaking through the trees like sunrise happening at the wrong time. At first, he thought it was another farm, maybe a town he'd never heard of. But as he stepped closer, the jungle suddenly opened, and there it was, a city. A city so bright and polished it looked like it had been ironed by angels. Tall buildings shimmered like they were made of glass and moonlight. Roads were smooth and clean, not a single pothole, something Elias found immediately suspicious. And walking along those glowing streets were people. Beautiful people. Too beautiful. Skin flawless, hair perfect, clothes shimmering with colors he didn't even have names for. One of them approached him, a woman with eyes like, "Don't worry, everything's fine," which only made him worry more. She smiled and asked if he needed help. Her voice sounded like it had reverb. Elias tried to speak, but all he managed was a confused, where am I?" "Biringan," she said, like it was the most ordinary answer in the world. She invited him to rest, offering food that looked delicious but somehow didn't seem solid. Still, he was tired, hungry, and honestly too stunned to think straight. As he ate, the people around him laughed and talked, but something felt odd. They barely blinked, and every now and then, their shapes flickered, like a candle flame in the wind. When he finally stood to leave, the woman touched his arm. "You can stay," she offered. "We take care of those who are lost." Elias, however, had been a farmer long enough to recognize a deal that was too good. He thanked her, bowed awkwardly, and started backing away like he was leaving a very polite but very dangerous party. The moment he stepped past the city's glowing boundary, everything went dark. He woke up at sunrise, lying beside a muddy trail only a few minutes from his farm. No glowing buildings, no perfect strangers, no reverb voice lady, just birds chirping and his goat staring at him like he was the strange one. Elias walked home fast and quiet. He never told anyone what he saw, except to warn them never to wander too deep into the jungle, unless they wanted to visit a city that wasn't supposed to exist. And every now and then, at dusk, when the light hits the treetops just right, he swears he sees a faint golden glow between the branches. Some say Biringan is a parallel dimension. Others think it's just folklore. And then there's the theory that it was invented to explain disappearances, people who ventured too far into the mountains and never came back. Kinda like when your friend says they just took a nap but disappeared for 8 hours. Despite all the spooky stories, the legend of Biringan isn't meant to cause harm. It's more of a cultural mystery, one of those tales that mix fear, curiosity, and a bit of maybe don't wander around the woods at 2 a.m. energy. Whether Biringan is a hidden city of spirits, a portal, or just a really effective warning from Filipino parents, one thing's for sure: its legend keeps growing. And honestly, the idea of a secret, glowing, invisible city run by flawless beings, that's peak sci-fi vibes, and I'm here for it. If you want more creepy mysteries, hit like, drop a comment about what legend I should cover next, and subscribe for more stories you definitely shouldn't watch alone at midnight. Thanks for watching. And if someone suspiciously perfect invites you to visit a glowing city, maybe just say no.